problem was hanging around with Dennis Kevins, and I started to get out and go to the Bush Poetry Breakfast in the morning. And I got a call from a couple of the guys, Murray Harton and Marco Glorian, said, could you come and do the PA for us? And I thought, okay, could you lend us the PA? And in Tamworth, my PA was melting in the car. So I said, that's a good idea. You can have my PA for the festival. And because all my gigs were PA supplied. So I took my PA around, and there was these 5 bush poets. And they were all about 60 then, except for Murray and Marco. And there was no way they knew how to plug the thing in. So I thought, oh, bugger it. So I set up the PA, and then I found myself doing the PA and then being in the show and getting up and just doing silly songs, for them. And Telstra had given me, because of my work doing the interviews with people, one of the very first of the mini disc recorders that came out. And they were quite expensive things in those days. And I had it, so I used 4 mini discs, and I recorded the Yellow album. It's the saddest story in my professional life. These other albums cost about $30,000 to produce. I stayed independent and owned them all, and the people of Australia paid for them for me so that I never fell into the hands of the record company. $30,000, 4 mini discs. $28 was the entire recording budget. Then we took it home, threw it into Apple's computers. Wayne and I have been talking about them all afternoon. I've got everyone since the beginning, the original Macs and Mac Plus. For those, you're getting me off the stage. We threw into Mac and put that damn thing out. Had the Turbulence poem by Murray Harton on it. 60,000 units later of these albums, it took over my whole life. And so I was suddenly back at the Rest Hotel writing all the silly songs. So Muzz and I are coming back from Caloundra, and we turn on the things. And I've got to tell you, that I've been playing, it's been about 10 years by this stage, doing all the true stories and the serious stuff and the philosophical stuff, And the reason I've done it is because my dad told me if I played rock and roll, I'd be dead by the time I was 30. And so Muzz and I were coming through Caloundra, we pressed the radio on, and comes this story that the Rolling Stones were going on tour again. And we took this personally. We did. I mean, particularly that guy that, has done all the drugs in the Rolling Stones, Keef. Yeah. He's done more drugs and alcohol than any human being on the face of the planet. He's still walking around. So we wrote this song. This is called If I Die Before Keith Richards, I'll Be Pissed Off to the Max. Now, in this one, you get to do some parts. You get to scream out, how come you're not dead? 1, 2, 3. How come you're not dead? And the other thing you get to do is sing If I Die Before Keith Richards, I'll Be Pissed Off to the Max. You'll pick it up. I'm just a simple country boy. I don't do no one harm. I play country music while I'm working on the farm. Yodelay. Yeah, it's a country song. I play country music while I'm working on the farm. Yodelay. I don't do drugs or alcohol. I love my life, you see. There's just one thing in all this world that's been worrying me. If I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off to the max. I've been eating seaweed, trying to stave off heart attacks. My life is total abstinence. He's living on Big Macs. So if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off to the max. In the 60s when the Stones were getting drunk and pulling chicks, if I got a little sniffle, Mum would rub my chest with Vicks. I'd be in bed by 7, he'd be bombing on till late. So if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be dead set spewing, mate. I've seen him on the TV, what's he doing walking around? With all those blood transfusions, he should be underground. But no, he keeps on breathing, he won't cash in his chips. I swear he's got a heart as big as old Mick Jagger's lips. I told my kids sex and drugs is stuff you must not do. When they asked me why, well, I just showed a photograph of you. But you won't do the decent thing and cock it like I said. You can hear it's going to rhyme here. I think we've got the right to know how come you're not dead. Overwhelming enthusiasm again. Come on, guys! You will do the decent thing and cock it like I said. So I think we've got the right to know how come you're not dead. I can see you haven't got the vibe. Look at Wayne while you're doing that. And you won't do the decent thing in Cardiff, like I said. I think we've got the right to know. How come you're not there? 'Cause if I die before Keith Richards, no. By now at a Rolling Stones concert, you'll have your hands in the air swaying from side to side with a cigarette lighter. Try that. Here we go. If I die before Keith... Can you all go the same way at the same time? This way here. If I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off to the max. I've been eating seaweed. I've been eating seaweed, trying to stave off heart attacks. My life is total abstinence. My life is total abstinence. He's living on Big Macs, and if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off to the max. Yeah, put your hands down until the air conditioning works properly. Last night I dreamed, the headline screamed, Rockstar Richard dead! More enthusiasm, Rockstar Richard dead! Killed by mystery illness, and he fell out of bed. He shuffled off his modern coil, he's played his final riff. Then my dream turned to a nightmare, 'cause the dead bloke's name was Cliff. Then I dreamed he was in hospital with drips in every vein. He was sneaking booze and cigarettes and driving me insane. I tried to spike his saline drip, but the nurse came rushing in to say, get your thieving hands off Mr. Richards' heroin. I'm suspicious now, is that formaldehyde I smell? He could be dead already, but with Keith it's hard to tell. And on the day they bury him, I'll be the first to shout, for God's sake, don't cremate him! You'll never put him out! My kids say I'm obsessive, but Keith, I'm a peaceful man. If I could only talk to you, I know you'd understand. You've got to do the decent thing and cark it what I said. Get it right this time. I think we've got the right to know. How come you're not there? 'Cause if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off too. I've been eating seaweed. I've been eating seaweed, trying to stave off heart attacks. My life is total abstinence. My life is total abstinence. He's living on Big Macs. So if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off too. Big finish. And if I die before Keith Richards, I'll be pissed off.